All right, all right. Let me make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be at. All right, welcome to K-Pop Gang Tarot, your number one source for K-pop predictions. And my name is One. Welcome back, everyone. All my beautiful K-Pop gang, I appreciate you so much. All right. Thank you for all the love. If you are new here, make sure you lock in and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a moment when I go live or post a video. And definitely give the video a thumbs up. Thank you, everyone, for being active and participating, showing your support, all of the comments. I read all of them, all of your requests. I have a list over there. Now, you know, we start off every video giving big shout out and big love to my K-Pop Gang VIP in Patreon. Okay. If you don't know about that, that is where you will find all of the inside psychic tea on your favorite K-pop idols, relationships, rumors, career predictions, gossip, drama, fashion, all of that. All right. As a K-pop VIP member and Patreon, you receive 3 exclusive psychic videos on your favorite K-pop idols and predictions that I do not release on YouTube. In addition, part of your membership perks is priority video requests, which means you can request a psychic reading or career prediction on your favorite K-pop idol or group. And again, we always spill tea on relationships, trends, beef, all of that. All right. We talk about it in K-pop VIP. Plus, K-pop VIP is the only place you'll get access to my psychic prediction receipts. All right. So I am a psychic medium. I do psychic readings. I make psychic predictions. And when they come true, which I have about a 85 to 90% rate, all right, I post them in VIP. Now, if you are new and you want to see past predictions, go ahead and check out the community board. All right, it's about 3 years worth there. Okay. I also don't let me forget to tell you in VIP there is a menu. All right. I promote the all access tier because that gives you all access to all of my psychic readings and all of my YouTube channels, in addition to all of the psychic readings and world predictions that I make in VIP that I do not release on YouTube. So if you're in the all access tier, you miss nothing. All right. Now you can be in K-pop VIP, but if I post something and you want to see it, hop in the all access tier. Okay. And then, you know, if you're like, oh, okay, cool, you can always hop back down to K-pop VIP. Or if you're still waiting around, you can hop down to buy me coffee. All right. So I see how everybody's moving. Thank you so much just for your love and support. I appreciate it. Okay, guys. So today's reading is by a K-pop VIP member utilizing their priority video request. Okay. And it is about VCHA. Thank you. I hope I said that right. VCHA or VCHA. Okay. Like ceviche. Thank you for helping me with the pronunciation. Okay. So it says, Dear One, I recently came across your page. I wanted to get a reading about the lawsuit with KG versus JYP, as well as VCHA's future and when they'll be returning to the public. Okay. She broke it down. She says that this group has 6 members: Lexi, Camilla, Savannah, Kendall, and KG, and Kaylee. All right. Who was formed like Cat's Eye. It says KG, a former member, recently left and filed a lawsuit against the company that the group is under, JYP USA, for mistreatment and abuse. And the group was put on hiatus last June after she left, and we haven't heard of them since. Okay. JYP announced plans for their comeback to be in the second quarter of the year. I want to know how that will play out because of the lawsuit. All right. I feel like I vaguely recall, all right, this being mentioned in the news, all right, about a crossover group or something. I feel like I've heard that, and then it kind of went away, which is understandable because they're trying to do this crossover thing here. Now, I saw something on X, and it says the length JYP is going through to silence a 17-year-old girl from speaking up about abuse and mistreatment her and her group members suffered is honestly horrifying. Just imagine what they did behind closed doors. So KG, I guess she recently posted, and she says, I am aware there has been a false and orchestrated PR smear campaign launched against me and my family members. I urge the public to remain vigilant and not turn a blind eye to the harmful tactics that powerful businesses or individuals could use in this industry. All right, girl. Like, first of all, let's give a huge shout out. Salute to her. I know this is not an easy task, especially for a young girl. I have been predicting for a while that a lot of the K-pop members would be speaking up and speaking out about the abuse that they have endured behind the scenes. Shout out to New Jeans, okay, and just shout out to everybody, women, because a lot of this is happening to women, men too, but a lot of the women, everybody's coming forward. I was even speaking out on my main channel, One Message in a Bottle Tarot, about some things that have been happening to me behind the scenes. And so just for her, to say again, there are powerful businesses and celebrities and entities that are actively trying to harm, attack, and sabotage innocent people because they are attacking, abusing, harming them behind the scenes. And then it's like, how dare you speak up? All right. So I want to say salute to you, KG, for being brave and strong and being a catalyst for other members, K-pop idols, to come forward. She says, to identify those responsible, I've hired digital forensic experts and private investigators. We will take all necessary legal action against anyone spreading the misinformation or defamatory content. As a child performer, passionate about this industry, I've worked with various managers, agencies, stylists, and photographers, and my parents have never controlled or profited from my career in any way, past or present. My family has always been loving and supportive, and I will no longer stand for any rumors or false allegations made against them. Additionally, I want the public to understand that I am being stalked both physically and digitally. Baby, I know what that's like. Okay? I know what this is like. My social media accounts, my bank accounts, emails, and devices have all been compromised, including attempts to monitor and track my physical location. They may have placed her in a targeted individual program. All right, here I speak a lot about that on my channel. It is something that a lot of powerful government officials, corporations, anybody with power and access to these systems, if they abuse you and you speak out, this is what they do. Okay, so I'm glad she's being very, very specific and outing them. Okay, the FBI and police are currently involved, and an ongoing investigation is in progress as I fear for my physical safety. KG. Well, we definitely want to send out, prayers of protection over her. She's showing proof and receipts that, her Google Drive, her computers, everything has been hacked. She said not just my Google Drive was removed but my entire Google account was disabled and compromised. Okay. And so again, they're trying to silence her behind the scenes. And anytime they go to, like they said, such extreme lengths, okay, to silence them, all right, then there is truth. Okay, where there's smoke, there's fire. All right, let's look at the group. Okay, the group has been on hiatus in light of the lawsuit. Bella, in light of the lawsuit, what does the future hold for the group? VCHA. Go ahead and book that Uber for me. Midas Ettinger. Okay. All right. Give me energy around the group's future. Bottom of the deck. They still may be on hiatus. It says stay in bed. All right. Give me the energy surrounding the group. VCHA. Hold up. Let me get my music, baby. I left that. Mend a relationship. They may try and a lot of the groups when things like that happen, scandal happen, kind of like 50-50. Oh my god, guys, we've got so much to talk about today with one of the members falling ill. Did you guys hear about that? Falling ill when she got cross-examined, basically in the same perimeters of her abuser. Okay, so we're definitely going to talk about that. But anyway, the groups that they always try to move forward like this crazy scandal isn't happening. All right. So I see that they'll be on hiatus, but they may try to kind of sneak and pretend like nothing is going on. Yeah, cha 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 here. Um, Listen, I know everybody has to get their coins. All right. But I would hope that, the members would stand. I don't know. Okay. I would just hope that they would stand in unity with their fellow group members. I get the pressure. I get the, girl, I'm trying to eat. I need to feed my family. But, I just don't know how you can stay silent about abuse. And if you stay silent about abuse, then that abuse is perpetuated to other people coming behind you. 2025 is the year for outing, okay? Abuse, all money isn't good money. I know the allure of fame and all of that can be enticing, but if you don't say anything and they don't stand by her, then that sets a precedent in the future for being further abused. Okay. I see a bomb here. So something else explosive will be revealed. Okay. Maybe eventually again, it's giving other people will speak up, maybe other K-pop groups that are signed to JYP. I've been telling you for the past like 2 years, okay? I predict that a lot of these major labels will be folding from the lawsuits and allegations of abuse. I don't see a lot of parents signing up their kids to be starved and abused, okay? I just did that reading about RM, who is finally speaking up about the abuse BTS endured as young boys coming up through the agency. And that, I mean, that was just something. And they're boys. Imagine what these girls go through, okay? Let alone just people being inappropriate, the predatory nature of the industry. I'm so proud of everyone that all of this is coming out. And I hope that this channel, K-Pop Gang Tarot, is a conduit to encourage that banding together just for the future of other idols coming behind them. These children, these kids, they should be able to pursue their dreams without being preyed upon, without being abused. That is why all the idols must speak up. All right. We have mend. What is that? Separation and again, 50-50. This may go much like that same energy with 50-50, but I don't see anything prosperous happening for the group just because of all the backlashing. Again, KG, rightfully so, speaking out about her being a victim of targeting, okay, here, and stalking, all right. And I see a kind of this surgeons, okay, of just fans and people, more of this getting attention and more of this spreading across social media like a wildfire. A lot of K-pop gang, they love to kind of boycott, when somebody is caught with the girlfriend or something like that, something ridiculous smoking. I encourage K-pop gang to be just as loud when it comes to your idols, backing them up when they speak about abuse and buying those trucks or banners or whatever it is y'all be doing, okay, to feel like to show your idols and your faves that they are not alone, that these labels and these powerful people can't get away with what they're doing, and you do that by showing up, supporting, and let these people know that you're watching them. And not only are you watching them, you're watching your faves, so nothing is getting past anybody, okay, here. So I do see a lot of protests and everything coming as far as the label and as far as the group. All right. It's giving the Sun and the Six of Swords. There is nothing to fight for here as far as staying under this label specifically, okay? Maybe they will be able to join independently, or maybe they will find independent funding under another label. But I see so much backlash and bad publicity coming from this that, should they, their contracts get canceled, which it basically kind of feels like it, all right? Even, the old group in 50/50, they're still kind of struggling, right? So it's like if they get let go, if they get cut, consider that a favor from the Most High. Consider that a favor. Consider that protection, okay, here. And hopefully, yeah, because they're not going to change. The Seven of Swords says they're not going to change. So I see the group being led out from up under JYP into some type of safety. If they are fired, it's a blessing. Okay. I feel like they will, yes, be able to regroup, possibly when legally, if they all band together. Queen of Swords says yes. If any of the other members are thinking about coming forward, backing her up, Queen of Swords, yes, you will win. Okay. Talk about everything that's going on in the background. All right. Here. And because a lot of these kids are young, all right, they will have the legal standing and backing to make sure that this is put to an end, that these abuse practices are put to the end. So again, I see the same outcome for JYP and the label here. All right. Now, as far as KG, okay. Give me the energy surrounding. Hold up. Let me get this other deck. She's talking about being spied on, being hacked. It's so crazy. I was literally talking about this on my main channel. If you're in VIP, you'll be able to see the postings on the main channel, but it's just a confirmation that, that's just the energy. Never let anybody abuse or do anything to you without speaking up. Okay. There's a saying, if you don't speak about what people are doing to you, something can happen and they'll say, oh, well, you enjoyed it because you never said anything. This is that time. Okay. Keep being vocal, keep advocating, keep boycotting, whatever your personal cause is. Keep showing up and supporting, okay, these victims. Give me the energy surrounding KG. All right. What is JYP? What is the energy that they're sending to her? Clarify. All right. Beware of anyone from the past. Okay. This is evil eye. Beware of anyone from the past trying to enter back into your life. And so there's kind of like this ganging up energy that they do in hopes that she will surrender, in hopes that she will fold. Okay. Fall under pressure to be like, okay, 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 I'll come back. All right. They want her to come back to this group. All right. They want her to fall up under submission. All right. Own worst enemy. Okay. You cause most of your problems and the bad things that happen to you and yourself. So, yes, they are running a smear campaign, trying to make her look unstable, trying to make it seem like she's lying and she is not to be trusted. So, she is right about that. All right. Business rival. Okay. So, it is the fact that she has the audacity to stand up to them. All right. And walking away again from the money from the group. All right. There's nothing that hurts a narcissistic ego more than walking away, calling them out, exposing them, and standing up for yourself. Okay. Now I don't know who their competition is as far as K-pop, but take notice if you see any subliminal posts by other groups or other groups under JYP that may be kind of posting or coming for them or trying to shame them or accuse her of being like a liar. All right, here. Um, she is right, okay, to have concerns about her safety and protection, maybe even hire some type of security, all right, because these tactics they are using are to kind of make her afraid, all right. Here she's doing good, following her intuition. Her spiritual team is surrounding her, protecting her in the midst of all of this going on. All right, you see this girl with this camera. I do feel like she is being illegally surveillanced. Okay. here that they're trying to track her. That is proof that they're trying to track her. Here, okay. Give me one more. All right. She's a very highly intuitive person, okay? This KG, okay, here. They may be even using other people around her to try and intimidate or to try and get her to cave and fold. This could come in from members of the group, all right? Let me get a brief on our members of the group. What is their energy towards KG? Oh, man. Yeah. It's the code of silence, strength card. Okay. So and that betrayal has to hurt a lot. All right. Not having them support that code of silence, that strength. I'm hearing like, oh my God, why does she just. And I feel like they're even getting threatened, allegedly, apparently, underneath the scenes. Okay. If they even think about, speaking out or joining her, I feel like they're low key being threatened. Their money, okay, you'll never make any money. We'll never give you any money behind the scenes with this Knight of Pentacles and this Moon card. So they're being told, allegedly and apparently, okay, not only are they suffering being berated behind the scenes, allegedly and apparently, but also that they will never receive money, okay? 2 minutes? Okay. Should they go to the justice system, okay? Here. All right. KG, and I gotta go, guys, because I got my own thing going on. I might come back and do a part 2. KG, is she good? Will she succeed ultimately? Absolutely. 3 of Pentacles. Absolutely. Okay. And there are 2 specific men in power that are going to be taken down, that are going to have an investigation into them. Okay, here. And also using tactics to try and unfortunately get her to commit suicide. That's what a lot of this stalking is. All of that is going to be exposed. All that is going to be revealed. And KG will come out on top in the end. I see other people in the industry coming and supporting, and this kind of turning into a snowball movement. I've got to go, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you go into K-pop VIP, all right, for the Blackpink series, and I will see you later. I love you. Bye.